and we spent like almost 100 quid there on breakfast.
I knew I was going to get bankrupt, didn't I?
You need to be careful where you eat.
I was feeding the cats quite a lot.
Wax that lady competed with the Western franchises.
Around you get that Makkah Medina illness.
The dirtiest look ever. Now, would you like anything from the trolley?
Yeah.
You know, that's on the internet now. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. We hope you're enjoying the video. If you like what you see, please consider making a donation. The details are on the screen now. You can either make a donation, a one-time payment, recurring monthly payment, or you can even subscribe to our Patreon to get more access to exclusive content. Any contribution that you make helps fund the work that we do, whether it's podcasts, documentaries, or even any of the community work that we're involved in. So we appreciate every little bit. JazakAllah Khayran. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Welcome back to another episode of the Brothers Circle. If you just watched the last one regarding Umrah, this is a follow-up. We're recording it in the same setting. We've just switched seats.
Big easy.
To switch it up a bit. But inshallah, we're going to be just talking about some Umrah stories. And that's literally it. It's just going to be Umrah stories. And I want to actually start off with a very... this story is just... I feel bad, but it's funny. But I feel bad. But essentially, after I did my Umrah, a few days later, me and my wife, we went with our daughter into... Because I said in the last podcast that because my wife had some back issues, we couldn't do the tawaf in the main floor, so we had to go to the first floor, and she was in a wheelchair. So later on, we were doing tawaf one of the days, and we went, in front of the Kaaba and everything, right? And for those of you that know, you'll know that the system's a bit weird. Like, everyone's doing tawaf, but the people that are coming in, they don't come straight in and they don't come straight out. It's like you edge in diagonally, right? And you edge out diagonally. Now, this is where it happens, where it comes important, right? I had my daughter in a carrier, and there were lots of people, and people don't just come by themselves edging out diagonally. They form a whole queue and a column, and they come out like a bloody sword, out, and they cut through everybody, right? They cut through everybody, right? So what happened was, I could see that there was like a group of people in twos, and they were standing a long row, and they were coming. I was like, okay, look, I need to keep my daughter safe, right? Because somebody can push into her, right? So I had my arm here, and this is so bad. I had my arm here. My wife was on my right side, so I made sure she was on that side of me, so nobody was pushing into her. They were only pushing into me. I'm walking along, and these people come, and they push into me, and subhanallah, there was this like a big African lady in front of me. I don't know if I told you the story. There was a big African lady in front of me, and I'm trying to shield my daughter. And these guys, they push into me, and my arm goes flying, and it whacks that lady, and by Allah, she goes flying, and she gave me the dirtiest look ever. And I was like, subhanallah, I'm just like, it wasn't completely out of my control. I'm just like, you'd carry on doing my adhkar, and I just carried on walking, because I'm with my wife and daughter. What else can I can't stop. There's so many people walking. It was just so bad, but subhanallah, it was funny at the same time. But Allahu Akbar, it was just ridiculous. SubhanAllah.
Well, let's talk about the fun part of it. The food. It's so easy to spend money, man. I'm telling you, you become an expert when it comes to Riyadh.
You know what? You need to be careful where you eat. Especially, for example, in Mecca, in Safwa Towers, right? So if you're looking at the clock tower, the left tower on the clock tower is known as Safwa Towers, right? So in the Safwa Towers, you've got the the bottom 1, 2, 3 floors is all clothes and jewelry and perfumes and stuff. Mashallah, they got good prices. And you go to the 4th floor, that's where you get the food. Now you have to be very careful because there's flies everywhere. If you go
I didn't see much.
Well, they're next to the food. That's why on the open food court kind of place, like where the people are serving. Not going to name any names, not going to name any cultures, but basically we saw that there was food. Like, it was open food, like imagine like a canteen, like the open pots, tubs, right? So they were serving from there, and people got ill from that food.
Can I be honest? We went there, it was quite, I was surprised, quite hygienic.
It depends which place you ate from.
No, just the whole thing.
Are you talking about the clock tower or Safwa Towers? Clock tower is really clean.
I only went there once by myself. I went to Al Baluj. I wanted to try the hype of that.
That was probably the clock tower, bro.
Yeah, but I went to a Safwa Tower, where they,
Safwa Tower is like dingy. It looks dingy.
But no, I'll be honest. It looked but it was actually quite clean.
So the one Al Baruj you went into, is that the one where everything looked like proper pristine and new?
That was
and
the clock
tower. There was like a circle in the middle, you could see down. And that was Al Baruj.
Yeah,
that's clock tower, yeah.
That's clock tower. But I'm talking about, I know what you're talking about. No, that was clean. I was surprised how clean it was. There was no flies, there was nothing. really good. I think they've changed it up. Well, maybe I just got lucky where it was just really clean for the whole week. But I was surprised it was quite.
Suffolk Towers.
Yeah, really clean.
It's clean, but it looks dingy.
Not
Like
they
compared
look dingy
compared to the clock towers.
Yeah, but I didn't go clock tower because I knew I was going to get bankrupt in there. So we went there and it was really great. Honestly, I wanted to try the Al Barouj just because I didn't want to. I
What's
didn't
Al
want to.
Barouj? I don't know.
It's like based in the McDonald's of.
It's not Al Barouj.
Was it?
I know what you're talking
Al
about.
Baik.
Al Baik.
Al Baik. Al Barouj. I don't know what I'm talking about.
I was gonna say.
Al
Yeah,
Baik.
that's in the clock tower.
Yeah,
Fourth floor.
I don't
Al
know
Baik.
what the hype was. I went there. I was like, I don't get the hype, man.
Do you know what it is, right? This guy, Saudi guy, he wanted to make a franchise which competed with the Western franchises, and he wanted to make it cheap.
It wasn't cheap.
It is cheap
It was,
compared to McDonald's. And
oh, yeah.
Yeah, it is cheap, right?
By the way, I still boycotted. Alhamdulillah, I still boycotted.
Alhamdulillah,
But
should-
it's quite
But,
hard
like-
to boycott because they got a lot of American products there. I'm telling you.
and they don't boycott themselves. What I'll say is that the Al Baik food, it's worth the money in terms of the price, but the food is like what do they say, mid, right?
Mate, oh,
It's
it was
like this, right?
Because the problem is, sorry to interrupt. It was just for me. What I was getting, it was so hyped up for me. And when I went, I was like, okay, food. The price is mid. It's like a few pounds difference cheaper than McDonald's if you think. And I thought, okay, I'm gonna try a lot of things. So I got a lot of things. I got the classic burgers and all that stuff. I asked, what do people get? It's my first time here. And they just recommend. I'll be honest, it was mid.
But you know what? I've had the halal KFC in Glasgow. I've had it in Oldham.
It was so busy, and I didn't go there. I was like, I was just boycotting. I was like, what? But the problem is, I'll be honest, I did buy a lot of Pepsis just because what else can I do?
You know that's on the internet now.
I know. I'll be honest. I had. There's nothing. What can I do? There's nothing.
Do you know, actually, you'll be shocked when you go there. The most common water bottle is called Aquafina. They're owned by Pepsi.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
But alhamdulillah, the water bottles there, you can buy a big bottle like this for 20p. Literally,
Bro, I
one
spent
real.
a lot of money on fruit. Yeah, I love fruits, right? The amount of money I spent on watermelon is unbelievable.
Did you guys? I think you said already told me you didn't do this, but did you guys have the fresh juice made from pomegranate or mango or anything like
Yeah,
that?
I think we did.
We had it every day.
I know, bro. I just say
Every
we
day.
had watermelon.
I'm getting hungry. I've not eaten breakfast today, so I'm getting hungry right now thinking about it.
Bro, I'm thinking about this, how good the food was and how I'm telling you. And then
Okay, what were the top spaces that you went to? Food spaces.
so next to my hotel there was a guy, a Bengali guy, who did, and then I don't want to expose, I don't want to say my good deeds, but I would buy stuff. He used to really give me good deals because he knew I was feeding the cats quite a lot.
Okay.
So I would spend a lot of money.
We have a new Abu Huraira.
I would spend a lot of money and feed the cats. So this guy, what would do? He goes, "Are you trying to feed the cats again?" And he would get me bottled water and then give me a price that there's a spot I used to go to, like, you know, when you come up the hill before, and it's just like if you're passing the Mali. So basically, say you at the Mali or passing it, you keep going up, and it's like a little green bit
Makkah?
in Makkah. Yeah,
I don't know where the Marriott is, bro.
you will see it. Yeah, you will see it.
Because you were on a different street, I remember. I didn't go to that street at all. I have no idea.
So
what's
basically, no, it's really good. It's really good. That street, it's lit. That street.
there.
And I went
Street
up.
lamps.
What?
What?
This guy. So basically, went there and there was a spot I know where all the cats hang out,
Yeah.
and I used to get there, bro. I was like the
I
king.
hardly saw cat. Maybe they were just on that road. chilling.
Yeah, just returning it, and then I would buy a lot. I would spend. I'll be honest, most of my quarter of my money that I spent was just on cat, just buying them chicken and water, just feeding the cats.
Chicken and water.
And then I would feed the cats, and they would always give me good deals. And I would feed the cats. I would just spread down and eat the cats. I feed.
So
the cats.
what was it like a takeaway?
Yes, he would give me next to my hotel.
Did you eat the food yourself?
Sometimes he would give me chips because sometimes
How's the food? How's the food? What's it called?
I don't even know. It was. I don't know. It was,
You know,
I don't know.
sorry, brother and sister. I'm trying to give you food recommendations, and he's giving you up with the place he doesn't know the name of.
Basically, if I remember the hotel, I was put it on this thing, and it was next to it. I'll try to show.
So where else? Where else did you?
I went to Al Sapa Tower. Went there
Okay.
a lot. I went to.
What did you eat from there? Come on.
Yeah,
Names of the shops.
I'll be honest, I don't
You don't
know,
remember
man.
anything?
I don't look at the shop names, man. I
I
don't
know he
really
said
know.
Al Barouj for Al Baik.
Yeah, because that's the only place I purposely wanted to go to.
Yeah.
And I had to walk around the clock tower.
There were so many nice places, mashallah. Do you know?
Yeah.
Shall I give some food recommendations? Right. In the clock tower, right, there's Al Baik, which we ate from, which is okay. There's a place called Lamma Burger. Lamma.
I
Also
heard
in
about
London,
that. Yeah,
that was
I heard.
sweet spot. That was really
He
good.
told
really
me to go
soft.
there, and I was like, I don't know where
I
it
gave
is.
this guy a recommendation, didn't go, right? We didn't really eat in that many places though. And in Medina we hardly ate anywhere. We just had like Hardee's, right? In Mecca we managed to eat a bit more. We went to Cafe Moment. It's a bit expensive, like
Oh, I did go to Dunkin' Donuts.
yeah, it's a bit dead.
Yeah, it was so dead and so overpriced. It was actually more money than in the UK.
I would prefer going to like a Greg's or something.
No, that would not survive in Saudi.
No, I'm just saying. I prefer going to Greg's or even Cafe Nero's not bad. I prefer going there than Dunkin' Donuts. SubhanAllah. But yeah, Cafe Moment. You know what you need to try? They have like shakshuka. They have
Yeah, I
mojitos
think I
and
went to
everything.
that.
No, you didn't. You
No,
told me you didn't go.
he went to that cafe. It's this fancy cafe she saw, and I went with my sister. I didn't get anything. I think I know where I went to the hype space.
It is a hype space, and to be honest, like I went with it was me and my wife, and then our friends. So
Yes.
2 guys with their wives as well, right? So 6 of us and my daughter, and we spent like almost 100 quid there on breakfast. Almost 100 quid
Lucky
on
enough, my
breakfast.
hotel give you a breakfast buffet.
I think I got the pictures. This was overlooking. You can literally overlooking the haram, so you can
think
see
you
the haram
showed
from
me,
there.
yeah.
Probably showed you.
Um,
But that was nice food though.
There's a place that I really loved. You know where the sign says "I love Makkah" sign.
Nope.
This is like a massive LED sign. You know, like the one we have in Aberdeen.
Yeah, no, I've
Aberdeen.
not seen that.
So there's a new one there, and you go upstairs. And there's a shopping supermarket on the left, and I spent a lot.
Ben
money.
Harrods.
Probably not that.
Hypermarket.
Probably
Was it green?
probably yeah.
You don't know.
I don't know. It goes up there, bro. I mean, I just walked.
I went to that supermarket. You
Yeah.
know, I went to that hypermarket.
When
right?
you showed me the picture with your friends.
Oh, there.
Yeah, it's up the stairs on
Oh,
the
that's
left.
a pharmacy, bro.
Is it?
Yeah, it's a pharmacy. They have food and stuff there, but it's a pharmacy.
Is it?
Yeah,
I don't know,
it's a pharmacy.
supermarket. It's just
I think it might have been Nahdi.
yeah, put one of them. Yeah.
Nahdi. The blue one. It's called Nahdi. They have them everywhere in Saudi. It's like, you know how we have Boots?
Yeah.
They have Nahdi.
Oh, okay.
That's their pharmacy.
But yeah, it just went up there did a lot of grocery shopping, bro. I'm telling you. And there's a Saudi drink that I really loved but I knew it's gonna give me.
What's it called?
It's called Cold Red. It's a Saudi energy drink.
It's called Code Red.
Cold Red, and I'm telling you, you can feel the crucose syrup and you can feel the sugar. Where I thought I was gonna have type 2 diabetes after drinking that.
My mate that was there, he was studying. He got me the date cola, Milaf.
I've tried it. It was dead.
Hey, it's alright.
Nah, it's dead.
It's alright.
It's dead.
There's two. There's it's called Milaf. Yeah, it's alright.
Yeah, I've had it. It's dead.
Have you tried Salam Cola?
It wasn't there.
It's not there. It's in the UK.
Yeah.
It's you'd rather just have Coke or Pepsi.
Yeah.
It's a bit dead.
Yeah. Sorry.
I don't know how we got there, but
Sponsor us, please.
I mean, like, if you want to support Palestine, go for it rather than having Coke. And to be honest, I don't like Coke myself. I prefer.
Then I've heard they're going in monasteries now.
Maybe.
They don't got a deal with monastery or co-op. No, co-op, I believe.
I don't know.
Um,
I don't know how we got to Salam Cola. We're
Yeah.
talking about Saudi.
but no, Cold Red, that drink was really good, but I knew I was going to have a heart attack or I was going to have type 2 diabetes before I left.
God.
It's really good.
Do you know one thing crazy about Saudi is if you get hurt there or ill or something, you spend a lot of money. So my daughter, she was
No, my sister had the nosebleed and they rushed her, basically. They escorted her out of the, what was it, in Mecca, they escorted her.
kick her out, innit?
Yeah, they
So
escorted
she
her
doesn't
to the
bleed on the
hospital.
floor. And
Yeah.
then what happened?
And they didn't charge her a single penny. They just said, okay, that's fine. Maybe because of our British.
No, I'm talking about if you need to go to the pharmacy for something.
Oh,
or
yeah,
if you
yeah,
need to
I'm
go to the
talking- yeah.
hospital for something.
They went to took her to hospital, checked up and said, do this, and
Yeah, so they didn't give her anything.
no. I don't think
So-
they did.
When
Something small.
my daughter basically the door closed on her toenail
Mm.
and the whole thing came off and it was blistered and everything. We rushed her to the pharmacy, was right next door. We had to pay so much money, man, just to get like whatever medicine we needed.
I went to the pharmacy and bought something because I had the AC kills you, man. I don't like AC. I hate AC. My
felt
dad
that.
needed it, and I felt it's like people say you get that you get that Makkah Medina illness, and you do. And I was dead. I was dead, and I had to go get paracetamol and stuff like that. And it wasn't that bad. It was like £4. If you
There we go. You can paracetamol here's like 50p.
no 39p.
Exactly.
But this was a name brand one. This was like, and I still have it in my car.
Panadol.
I'll show you. It's in my car.
Panadol.
I
I had to buy Panadol.
and
yeah,
it's
you
really
said.
good. I felt,
But it's stronger than our paracetamol.
but that's why I was like, that's why I still have it in my car because I used it. It was really good. Alhamdulillah. There was a lot of good food spots. I spent a lot of money on fragrance day. It was so cheap. Man.
There's a place that I got all of my we went perfume shopping and we
Same
went
here.
to so many different places.
£120
But
for 10.
yeah, we
fragrance.
spent like 300 quid because
Well,
we were
it's
getting
good.
gifts for people. But There was one shop that we went to. I actually forgot what it's called, but they had like 50% discount on everything, and they
Oh,
had the shops
and it's,
everywhere.
it's baby, they wear baby blue stuff like uniform, and it's like
Navy blue
yeah,
or red,
like
maroon.
no, like
I,
blue color.
I don't remember, but basically it was like a bougie one, but it was like in between. It
Yeah,
wasn't like super expensive.
They have two stores in Makkah, no, in Medina. Really, almost up to the front,
I think we're talking
front
about
gate
different shops. I
39.
think we're talking about different shops,
Oh,
bro.
okay,
Probably different shops.
outside Medina.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't know. You know, in Medina, right? We were there for 3 days. We got there on the first day and we left on the third day. So we were really there for 1.5 days, and we didn't get to do much. I only remember eating in two or three different places, but it was like quick food. Yeah, we didn't sit down. We didn't chill. I felt no. My daughter fell ill, so we were looking after her, and we couldn't. It was only like once we went out all together. Mecca was different though. We were there for 5 days, but yeah, subhanallah.
it's really good. I really enjoyed it. Honestly, food spots were amazing. What else funny story? Funny story is my brother got stopped by the Saudi police.
Why?
My little brother, because I think because he had his computer in a
they,
certain
they
way.
thought he was Sheikh Sudais.
Yeah, no, they stopped him, and then funny thing about Saudis is you flag your if you flex your British passport, they go sorry. So because I think he got stopped for I don't know why they stopped because I think because the way he did his thingy, they stopped him, and then when my dad goes, oh yeah, the guy goes read that, he was like really rude to my dad. He's supposed to like and this is what I heard, really rude. And then when he goes, where are you from? My dad goes to Britannia, and then the guy goes, I'm sorry, sir. Practically apologized to him, and then I was like. And then I asked some people in the industry because of what I do for work, and they said, oh yeah, because if you complain to the British embassy, they would be really bad for like they have a good relationship with the British embassy, and I think they didn't want any trouble because they probably would got the necking from if we complained to
Yeah.
the British embassy. So
Didn't know that.
supposedly Britain is really good when it comes to the foreign for their citizens when they come to foreign nations. And if you
It
complain,
depends. If you've done anything, then they might.
yeah, I know, but he's saying, from what I know of someone, he's saying that if I did complain to the embassy, most likely the embassy would have actually made a whole argument, made a whole issue about it, because it's one of their citizens abroad, and they've already complained in the embassy saying if I got stopped or they took our passport away or something like that, I would just have to go to Riyadh.
Did you get a lot of beggars asking you for stuff?
Yes,
What's your thought on that?
it's a hit or miss.
Do you know
I
what?
try to help much as I can by not giving him money, by giving him food or stuff like that. Because at the end of the day, we live in the West. Our country is a lot bit stronger, and we can, compared to what we pay here, I would buy sometimes water. I would give up. Yes, do give water for free, you know that's stuff. But I would give some food.
Oh my
out.
God, water there is 20p. Water here like £2 sometimes for less.
Yeah, man.
It's absolutely ridiculous. I don't know how.
And then Zamzam water, man. It's free.
There you go. Did you? We had these like refillable bottles, but they weren't bottles. They were like
No, a lot of people are selling them,
they
man.
were like flat pieces.
Yeah,
of
a lot of
plastic.
people are selling them. Yeah.
Oh, it's so
I
good,
didn't.
man. It's so good.
I didn't buy them.
We got a few. We chucked them away now.
Yeah, but it's really good. Lawbag is not it's not good, but I could understand. Especially some of the. So what I would recommend, if you have extra money going about, what I'm gonna do next time is I'm probably gonna have spare £100 or whatever, all right, and have it only in one riyal. Like just have tons in
Just
one
give them
riyal
out.
and just give them out to people because some of these people. So anyone who works at the Makkah are not paid.
You're gonna have.
Some of them are.
You're gonna have 500 riyals in coins. That's not
No,
feasible.
they have cash. We could have one riyal in cash. It's not coins.
A note.
Yeah, you could have one riyal in notes. Yeah,
I didn't know that.
you did it. I think it's 100 in riyal as well. You could get up to. But
So you can have 500 notes.
yeah, practically, I don't go like this. but no, yeah. But so you have to understand, some of these guys are volunteers, especially the wheelchair guys. They're volunteers that you don't notice they're volunteers because, and I think they in small writing will say they're volunteers, or they'll be signs up and say all volunteers have to go in this certain exit, which is really great. So sometimes some of these cleaners or some of these people will ask, not beg you, but they'll say, if you have spare change, can we get spare change? And it was, it's something you want to do because they're doing good, but they're not getting paid.
I've got two stories. One is about I'm not going to say he's a beggar because he's not. But one is about.
There was no beggar. I don't think there was beggars.
But I'll tell you the two
There was
stories.
hustlers.
Basically, like when I say here, even when I go out for lunch and stuff, and people begging on Union Street, right?
sometimes I'm like, okay,
You don't know. Like somebody came and asked me, so he could give me his whole life story. So I helped him out a bit. Here in
Oh,
Aberdeen.
I think I know where this is going.
No, listen. I don't even know if I've told you that, but that was here in Aberdeen. And then there's like people that just like, you see the same people sitting in the same place every day. Like they should be able to go and seek out a job to work for somebody, right? No, but I get it's difficult. Like sometimes you can't get a job. But I'm the same as you. Like I see that you don't know if they really need it or if they're just like because they're not bothered, right? So when I was in Saudi, I was like you have to understand the scenario. I had my daughter in the pushchair and my wife with me, and she was carrying stuff. I had a big bag on my back and we're carrying stuff, right? I'm not in a position where I can just drop everything and then do stuff, right? So this guy, and I feel bad to this day, but I just went with what my gut was telling me. So this guy, he's with his wife, right? His wife's niqabi, and this guy, he was wearing his ihram, right? Now he was saying he was asking me for something, right? I'm not gonna say what he was asking for, but he was asking me for something, and I'd just gone through like I don't remember what was happening, but I was very tired and everything, and I didn't want to deal with anything at that time, right? So if I've done something wrong, may Allah forgive me, and if this was you and you're watching this, please forgive me. I acted dumb. I'm not even lying. I acted dumb. So he spoke to me, and I was just like, I acted like I couldn't speak, or no, I acted like I couldn't hear him, right? And he was just speaking to me, and I, the way I was seeing the situation was like there was so many other people around me, and he chose to come to me. I had a pram with the baby. I had my wife with me. She holding up. I had a big heavy bag, and this guy chose to come to me of all the people around me to bother me. Now I wasn't thinking about like I don't know what the situation is, but I just felt like I didn't feel right, and I didn't feel like he should have came to me. So that's why I acted like that, and then he got angry, and he walked away. I don't know why he's getting angry in the first place, right? And fair enough, I've not helped him. I should have helped him probably, but he just like he was speaking, and then he just got angry and he went away. I'm like, okay, why are you getting angry for? Relax, bro. There's so many other people, and do you know what? He didn't ask anybody else for help. So I don't know, even now till today, what the hell happened in that
To be
situation.
fair, I thought you were going to tell me the story where there's a famous beggar.
Oh, I
and
know
he
who
got
you're talking
exposed.
about.
Yeah, I thought you were going to tell me that story.
No, I don't have any stories about him. But I'll tell you another story. This is something silly. So in the hotel, all Dakha work, isn't it? Right? So the
Facility
hotel.
as well.
Facility as well.
Yeah.
I never actually bumped into any.
A lot
Well, for those of you who don't know, in Saudi, majority of the
South Asian.
workers are South Asian, and a lot of them are from Bangladesh. A lot of them. Probably a majority of them. In my hotel, they were all from Bangladesh. And I remember I used to chat to them just to get to know them. And as us from the UK, our fruits and stuff, we put them in the fridge to keep them cold. We like fresh, cold fruits, don't we, right? But you see in Saudi, everything's out on the street, nothing refrigerated. So I had these grapes, and I bought them from one of the vendors, right?
That's wrong. I didn't see the fruits. Every
did.
time I saw fruits were in freezers.
No. When I went, like they weren't. They might have been inside the glass thing. It wasn't a freezer though.
No, I'm talking about I never saw fruits outside at all.
All right, okay. They were always tucked away. No, but this was like on the street. People were selling fruits.
Yeah, but
right?
I never even when
You didn't go on Ibrahim Khalil Road though. You didn't go on the side streets there. That's where all the stuff was.
Oh yeah, that's where one way it goes down. I've seen
So
stuff.
basically, I got grapes, right, and I put them in the fridge to get them cold because I didn't want warm grapes. I'm not used to having warm grapes. And I thought, let me be nice to this hotel person, like, the worker. Let me give him some grapes. I said, do you want some grapes? And then he's like, oh, yeah. I was like, oh, they've been kept in the fridge nice and cold. He goes, oh, no. Because it's from Bangladesh. They don't have grapes in the fridge. They don't put them in the fridge. They have them from the tree or wherever. They have them. Do you know what? It's just us. Okay. I mean, I'll tell another story, right? One of my relatives from Bangladesh visited the UK. And they were in our house. And they saw me making hot water in the kettle, right? Put it in the cup with the tea bag, and then I got cold milk from the fridge and put it in. They're like, "You having cold milk with hot water?" It was absurd for them because it's not normal for them.
Of course, I'd milk him.
Well, we don't have cows here, subhanallah. But yeah, no, that was funny. The guy just flat out said no because it was cold.
Like, well, who do you think I am? But no, it's funny. But the sad reality is, especially in our guy in our hotel, is he was a young guy and his dad died, and he was working there to basically feed his mum who's ill and I think she had like cancer or something like that.
SubhanAllah.
He's feeding her and trying to pay for medical, and his youngest sister's getting married, and he had a wife as well. And then he was doing it, and he was struggling. And what happened was, this is the sad part of
Oh, but they're all living there in Saudi.
No. He was the only one. So this is the sad part of about Saudis. They'll take advantage of him.
Yeah.
So they put him. So our floor, he was in charge of the whole floor. If you got a complaint, they could just kick him out. So he was. So our hotel was supposed to be a 4-star hotel. But my family, I don't care. For me, I love luxury things, but
A hotel's a hotel.
hotel, I don't really care. As long as I'm not getting treated like crap and my room's not legal, so I don't care. Right? Honestly, I don't care.
Yeah.
I've lived luxury, especially with my company. I could live luxury as well. I don't really care. As long as I'm getting it, thinking I don't really care. I've done weird stuff. I slept in my car. Right? For me, I don't really care. I've handled because I've got to live a luxury life through work and other job opportunities. So what happened was, he was telling a story where he was in charge of the whole floor, and then mum was going, I'm gonna make a complaint about this. I don't like how it's there, because it goes, oh, why? But then mum will realize, oh, it's because he's Bengali. They probably just leaving him to do the whole floor, and then our floor there's probably 100 rooms,
No,
and he
that's
had to
ridiculous.
do that. And then
What?
mum spoke to him and found out he's speaks the same dialect of Bengali. And then he found out that he's working hard and his visa ran out, and they're only keeping him in work. And if they get complaints, they could just say, "Oh, your visa out, so we're gonna kick you out, and you're not gonna have work, so you have to go back to Bangladesh." And so they're just paying him dirt money. So I think equal. Do you think they're paying him £200 a month? In equal to pounds. And that hotel wasn't really cheap. It wasn't cheap.
People are probably paying £200 a night in that hotel.
Yeah, that's what I'm telling you. And I know for a fact we didn't pay cheap because it was part of our package, and I was looking at price per night. It wasn't. It was average price for the UK, but so most of the Arabs or Saudis were working downstairs in the lobby and just chilling. But when it came to foreign workers, they were just treating them like crap.
Yeah,
that's one sad part. And I said, "What do you think his passport's been taken off him?" Because there is instances where.
Do you know how the system works? It's actually changing.
It's changing up, but now
it's changing right now. Like,
Yeah.
I saw something on the news recently, but basically they have a system where you need to have a wakil, right? Wakil is basically, do you know that we were talking about the word tawakkul? It means to trust Allah.
Yeah.
So wakil is somebody that you have to, all of your documents are entrusted to them. They hold your passport, they hold this, they hold that, and they basically hold your life in Saudi. Prior to what's changing now, if you wanted to work there, you can't become a citizen of Saudi. It's like haram, right?
Yeah.
If you wanted to work there, you have to have a wakil, who's basically a Saudi-born person, and they're in charge of you.
Yeah.
Right? And they can do whatever they want. They can just kick you out as well. They can take your housing away, whatever. But now they're changing it, so you don't need the wakil anymore. But I don't know what stage that's at.
But I said, so do you think his I told my mum, is his passport in? He goes, no, supposedly his passport's still with him. He's allowed to have his passport. But I just felt bad just because they've taken advantage of him. So what we did is we did buy some snacks and stuff to say. And I said, do you eat? He goes, yeah, we're not allowed to eat here. Then don't let us eat in a hotel or any leftover. They're not allowed to eat it.
Really?
They're not allowed to eat it. They have to cook their own food. And then he was struggling because he lived not near Makkah. He had to take a taxi and he cooks. Then he doesn't have time to chill, relax, or because when he sleeps, he had to sleep and then come back.
Yeah.
Because the time difference, like for us, it's 9 to 5. For them, it's not. It's like towards prayer times. It's like more tourist attractions. So most of these guys are hustling between. They won't sleep between Isha and just before Fajr, and that's they have to because they're hustling from Fajr all the way to sometimes the Isha, man.
But between Dhuhr and Asr, surely there's a long gap.
No, people are still hustling. But mostly it's busy between after Fajr or just before Fajr. People are hustling, and then after Isha, people are hustling. But I would say between a few hours before, it's like 5 hours just before Fajr, it's quite quiet, chillax time. The roads are quite quiet. I would say, and that 2 hours before after Isha, it gets really quite quiet. Then lead up to Fajr, it gets really busy again.
It doesn't get quiet on a Thursday night.
Oh no, no, bro! I left. I was in Medina at that point. No, was I?
The week after.
Yeah, I was in Medina. I left before Fajr. I left before Friday. I left on Thursday, so I got there on a Friday. I left on a Thursday. Oh, I got back to Aberdeen on a Thursday. One of them two. But I'm just sad because they've taken advantage of it. And I look at my situation, just saying how great it feels that my parents came here and gave me a better life in the UK. We sometimes looked at, because there's people, I'll be honest, I got really annoyed with some people, especially people who were born in the country, they're just treating like people like crap.
Yeah,
And that's why I hate, because people were still littering. I'm like, bro, the bin's over there. Just like, I would pick up something because I feel bad. Just because, and some people who had English accent and had accent of the UK, they were just treated like people like dirt. And I was
like
like,
who, the workers?
yeah, just treating people like crap. And I was like, come on, like this is lower, no, like my language, this is like lower class attitude. You might think you're upper class here, and you probably not.
Guarantee when they go back to the
they
UK.
live in a flat or something. Nothing wrong with a flat, but I'm just saying it shows shows how they are if they're in the UK. Just like, I'm like, alhamdulillah, I don't live a luxury lifestyle. I live a privileged life. Alhamdulillah, I got the bare means. But I was like, treat people with respect. Like, even they're hard working and all that stuff. Even though I'm not a rich guy, I was just like treating people, and just people would just treat like, and that's what really annoyed me. I just would give them dirty looks. Especially when I was having my bike downstairs in the at the very bottom I was eating. I was just seeing people just leaving there. I'm like, the bin's literally behind you. Just chuck it.
Yeah.
And then one of the cleaner goes, "Oh no, sir, can I take you?" I was like, "No, I'm telling you, I'm cleaning up my mess." Goes, "No." They were like, because they feel bad because they're traumatized. I think because they knew, told us you can't clean it. I was like, "No, I'll clean it. I made the mess. I'll clean it. I'm cleaning it now. I don't want to make your hassle." And then sometimes I had spare food. I'm like, "Do you want some of my chips, Uncle?" Like the cleaner. I'm like, "You have some?" He will look around and he goes, "Sure." It's like, "Yeah, I'm not gonna finish. I don't want to waste the food." And then I'll take the container, I'll put it in my bin myself. I'm not gonna say, "Yeah, you have it now." I'm going. I like to treat people with I think it was just, I wanted people to like treat people with respect. It's not his fault.
Of course.
Allah put him in that situation where he's working harder. I'm like,
I mean, when when somebody disrespects somebody else, it actually shows more about them.
yes, that's what I'm trying to mean. It's like, it shows that maybe you don't live thinking, maybe you just projecting, or you just thinking.
Yeah, exactly.
And I just did. I'll be honest, I didn't like it. I just genuinely did not. I hated it when people would just show them disrespect and just later them not like looked after like the place, especially in Makkah. Like,
well, I've got a story. Do you know this something about wasting food and stuff?
Mm.
Do you know Al Baik in Clock Tower?
Yeah.
Did you guys eat inside Al Baik?
No.
Did you go onto the terrace, like outside?
I went in very bottom.
Right. Okay. So and when you're in Al Baik, right? Here's the place where you eat, and then there's like a corridor.
Yes, I think
you go across and you can go outside, right?
Okay.
You can go outside. You can eat on. It's not a terrace, but it's like there's seats outside, right? So we went there a few times to eat, and there was one time we were eating, and basically there was like a family of 4 on a bench, right? Like, imagine they're like picnic benches, kind of. And they all had so much food, all of them. And do you know what? They left about 60% of the food, and when they finished, and they went. And I felt so bad because there was this guy afterwards that came, and he started taking their food and eating, and he actually waited till they finished and they'd gone, and then he came because he didn't have any food, and he's probably like somebody that's poor. He doesn't have much money, so he came and he started eating their food and everything before somebody comes and throws it away, because it's gonna get thrown away, right? And we felt bad, and we had leftover food as well, so actually we gave it to him in our bag. We put it in our bag, gave it to him, and we actually,
that's what we did with the hotel guys.
no, but we just gave it to him, and like we saw that it looks undignified.
They're not allowed to have food because they get really in trouble.
It looks undignified that he has to go there and things. So we just gave him. And do you know what? We had actually got too much food. Not just our food, but we had other stuff that we weren't going to eat. Yeah. Just like, bro, have this. And do you know what? The best thing was the smile on his face. Yeah. He was.
Like someone came and you were not taking it, you were hiding it. Like,
we were giving it freely.
No, but no, for me, like what we did was we keep this dignity by not saying you're poor, but just like put it in a bag and go, here's a bag, and you hide stuff like.
But I noticed that he was different to like when you see people in the UK and stuff that are begging, right? Yeah. They're not like he didn't come and beg for food. He waited calmly, respectfully, and then he realized, oh, they're finished. Okay, he went, and then before he was just taken away.
And another thing, what really annoyed me is, bro, in Saudi, you got good food. Why are you going to McDonald's? Why are you going to KFC? Fair enough, like, but I'm saying, it's like me going to Italy and saying, do you have a Greg's here? You know what I mean? Like, I'm in a different country. I'm going to try local cuisine or cuisine that I'm not going to get. Like, the chicken's a lot nicer here than there than the UK. I'm telling you. Yeah. It's good. But I was like, I'm just saying, it just shows your, I don't want to say class, but it shows, like, mate, like you probably from England, like they had the English accent. I was like, you probably do halal. You do probably do have halal burger, like McDonald's and stuff like that, or halal KFC. But I'm like, you're in Saudi, just get something nice or try something different. And I don't know where I'm going. I'm basically trying to say this is like class. It shows people's kind of class or lifestyle or how they are as a person.
I don't know how we went from that to that.
No, I just
Alhamdulillah.
wanted to have a rant about the one things I didn't like them.
Got
Because
any
in a
other
beautiful
stories?
place is honestly, I probably would stay in the Hilton on a Marriott. I'll tell you why. Because they have a new service, so it's 24-hour cart service. Because for me, I was like, I love the good walk. I could do the cart.
Would you like anything from the trolley?
Yeah, no, legit. They would pick you. So what happens is, so where my hotel was up the hill, and alhamdulillah, I'm an active guy. I go running. I used to go running, and I got cardio. I got cardio experience. So I was like, for me, it was nothing. Even me doing 35,000 steps a day, calm for me. Fine. I could understand. If I'm going with my parents, I would get them a Marriott or Hilton, because what happened was they have a 24-hour car service where
Car service.
It's like
Do you know
it's like a golf cart.
Do you know what I thought you were saying?
Car like a trolley. Like,
No. I thought you were talking about food trolley.
No. So basically, what it's like almost like a golf cart, but it's like a long version of it, right?
Yeah.
So what they do is 24 hours. I never saw that place. So what happens is I think
From
they
the
have
hotel to the.
so I think they had 4 cars in total. One will stay there, one will be there. Like, and they'll rotate them to like there's always one vehicle at each point, and if one's going, one had to come back. Like, there was constant. If one scene, he would drive back. There was like constant service. So what happens is, so basically, they'll pick you up the front door of the Hilton or the Marriott. They'll take you
In Makkah?
Makkah, and they'll take you almost to the entrance of the gate, and then walk back. And it's really good for. I saw mostly people who were kind of a bit overweight or a bit elderly, and they probably paid extra just to stay at the Hilton and the Marriott, just because it was close and they get car service. So that's one thing I would change. But honestly, the hotels I don't need luxury. I was like, again, the hotels are really good. I didn't mind it. The bed was fine, it was clean.
Mashallah.
I would only change that if I was going with my parents. Again, I would get them, or I was going with babies or something like that. I would get that, spend the extra pounds, because compared to my hotel, I think it was like £20 extra or £30 extra.
Really?
Yeah, I believe it was.
It's much more expensive if we were to jump to one of those ones.
Yeah, I think compared to my hotel at the time I looked, it probably wasn't that much expensive. Probably was. I didn't fully check, but that's what I would change. And honestly, the journey I would honestly fly with Emirates. Only fly with Emirates. It was easy.
Don't fly with Kuwait. I think inshallah we'll wrap it up, because we've been here for quite a long time today. So alhamdulillah, we'll leave it till there, inshallah. Till next time, inshallah. Okay.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. We hope you're enjoying the video. If you like what you see, please consider making a donation. The details are on the screen now. You can either make a donation, a one-time payment, recurring monthly payment, or you can even subscribe to our Patreon to get more access to exclusive content. Any contribution that you make helps fund the work that we do, whether it's podcasts, documentaries, or even any of the community work that we're involved in. So we appreciate every little bit. JazakAllah Khayran.